everyone, so I am doing something different than I thought I was going to do with this video. I am going to be using my favorite stays pattern for Faire. I love this pattern because you can kind of cut it out and sew it up the way you want, which you'll see. But this is going to be me showing how to kind of do it a little bit cheaper. So I had gotten curtains for about $10 at Savers, and then I got a drop cloth from Harbor Freight. The only thing was I could have gotten the $6.99 one, and it has a smaller weave on it. Well, the thread's smaller than the one I got. I kind of got bamboozled thinking it was $4.99. No, it was $8.99, so it came out close to $10. So this is about a $20 project. And then the pattern is my favorite pattern. It's free. And let's get into this video. So, first off, if I remember correctly, I think I got this, oh god, Fabric Warehouse? It wasn't Mood. Fabric.com, I wish I can remember. But this is supposed to be 10-ounce duck canvas, okay? This, I just took it out of the package, is from Harbor Freight. It's a drop cloth. And I thought it was $4.99. I guess you have to have a premium account for that. I should have gotten the $6.99, so this was $10. And first off, I'm gonna feel the difference. Okay. So first off, this one does feel thinner than this one. Okay. Do wish I had gotten the $6.99 one, would have helped out. Second thing I'm going to look at is the weave of the pattern. This one, the threads are a little bit smaller. Again, $6.99 one had smaller thread count, so I think that one would go better than this one. This does feel a little bit more, the canvas from the drop cloth does feel a little bit more soft and flexible, so we'll see how that does, where this one's very stiff. But this one, you know, gives you more structure, is what I'm trying to say. Try to make this as quick as possible. It does have a seam on the drop cloth, so if you want to sit there and seam rip it to get it out. Salvage edge, just like any other fabric. So I think this was the cut edge and they just folded over and sewed it to keep it from fraying, because this stuff frays. So I'm now gonna get into cutting this up, and you know, I'll cut this up and then I'll come back to talk about the sewn pieces that are the outside, so that we can discuss that. I really like, this is another reason why I really like this pattern. So let's go talk about the sewn pieces. Hi everyone, so while you're watching the cutting out of the pattern pieces, I wanted to quickly talk about the front part of my pattern. Not my pattern, but the pattern that I use. I love this pattern. It's a free pattern, so when you print it out, it's this size. It's supposed to be about a UK 8, so roughly US 4. So the only, oh, did I show the wrong one? I showed the wrong one. Okay. Wasn't paying attention. So this is the size of it when you print it out and tape it together. Okay. That's great for Martha. Her bosom can handle it. Mine cannot. So mine, I'm going to pull this up closer to my camera. I darted up here because I'm not trying to lose anything on the side, because that's got to line up. So I pull a dart from there to get it to kind of cinch in a little bit more, because if I don't, it will gap. And I don't like to deal with that. You know, it doesn't look as good. So I do, for my pieces, I do dart it. I'm about a big B, small c, where Martha's a double D. So, you know, so I adjust the pattern that way. So, once my pieces are cut out, I will come back and I will start talking about the canvas that I bought and kind of compare it to the canvas that I already have. So I'm going to now sandwich my canvas with my fashion fabric. If I had done it how I had done my original stays, I would have the separated front pieces on these, but I wanted to try something a little different, have a center front piece be separate and then laced to here. So normally what I do is I put this like this because it makes it easier. I did do that by accident, but I'll like stitch it somehow to keep it from fraying. Because I'm too lazy to, whatever you call it. Too lazy to, oh my gosh, my brain. Seam rivet. So normally I would go like this, stitch all the way around, and then pull. So I'd stitch like the sides, and then leave all this bottom flap open. I'm not doing that this time. I'm gonna sandwich it. Oh, that one needs to be backwards. Haha. Like that. Come on. And then go around. This side will have a 5/8 inch seam allowance all the way until I get to the back side. The back side I will have a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I want as much room as possible for the boning. Mostly because this piece got cut a little bit smaller than this lining piece. So I will try and line up these seams. I'll go and take a pin. Come on. I'll take a pin and go through both and then stitch around it so it stays relatively in the same spot, because I didn't do that when on my first pair. I did my these seams were off on either side. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll put in my boning channels, and then, yeah, boning channels after I stitch this together, and then we'll be closer to being done. So real quick, I stitched down, you can kind of see where I didn't hit the center as best as I tried to do that. I stitched those down, stitched all the way around. Now I'm going to go in and quickly cut. So using the pattern piece, pinning, you know, these spots, cutting, and folding them kind of like I did here so that I can start putting in the boning channels without accidentally getting in the way of those ones, because it will make it easier to put those, the channels in that way. So that's what I'm going to do, and then once that's done, I will go in, put in my binding and my grommets, and then we'll go into the final review. Wow, I'm reviewing myself. Okay, so I'm almost done. I just have to put the grommets here and then up over there, but I am covering them with what is it called? I wanted to call it dental floss. It's not dental floss, embroidery floss. Because I personally like the look of them covered and not silver. So, and then I just need to find the right ribbon to lace it. That's the only thing I'm missing. Once I find that, then I can do the reveal. But I really wanted to quickly talk about the binding, which is why I'm making this video. So this, doing it this way, 10 yards of binding. But, let me pull these off to the side. If you go the route that I've done on previous ones, where it's just all one piece, this is about 4 yards of binding. So, the problem when you buy the binding pre-made, it's only 3 yards. So you do have to get an extra pack for this, which means that you only have 6 yards. So you have to buy 3 packs just to finish, you know, the both sides. The 3 packs practically got used up on this. I only had 2 yards left of the yellow binding, again, because I did the centerpiece separate compared to this one. So now I'm going to go look for some sort of ribbon to lace all this up, and you get to see it on. Oh, and then I did change it a little bit. I'm just going to bring that neck up. I love how that's just curving like crazy right now. So normally it's straight, but I figured because this is going across without a gap, putting a little bit of a dip, and I think it makes it look a little cuter. So now we'll get into the...